Like I'm very stern on my respect. Like I'm very, very stern on it because I'm very respectful.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was raised by women, so it's like I'm very respectful. I don't disrespect nobody's.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to The Empire, where we do interviews with everyone from pastors to actors, rappers to trappers, and everybody in between. My name's Antonio D. Miles. I'm your host for today. And yes, we have another great guest. But before we get into it, like the video, subscribe, you know the whole thing. But let's stop with the whole blah, blah, blah. Let's get right into our esteemed guest, artist, creator, painter, and so much more, Artrell. Welcome to the pod, Artrell.
Thank you. What's up?
How you doing, man?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Gotcha.
I know it seems like the mic's kind of high, huh? For me, it is. I'm gonna bring mine down right here. Oh, that feels a lot better for me.
Okay.
But you don't have to. You can if you want.
Okay, that's fine. Right here.
Does that feel better to you?
That's fine.
Yeah. So let's get back to the juice,
Right.
Mr. Artrell. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How you doing? Good.
Man, blessed, man. How's your day been today?
Pretty good. Just really getting it going. Honestly, I was working overnight, so yeah, just been working overtime and doing everything. So yeah,
Got you.
Getting that rest.
Got you. Just hustling.
Oh, yeah, got you.
Man, so you well rested?
Oh yeah. Got some rest.
Got you. So you basically work for the man at night, work for yourself during the day.
Or work for the man at night and leave early and go work for myself.
That's what I'm talking about.
Especially if you got me just standing there, I'll be like, yeah, man, I'm out of here.
Right. The whole goal is to be completely independent and free of that stuff. You know what I mean? I gotta say, man, I like the shirt, y'all.
Oh, yeah,
I like it.
This is one of my favorite shirts, honestly.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's like bandanas. It kind of like it's like bandanas, like sewn together type of thing.
Honestly, it's I forgot who made this shirt. It's on here somewhere, but it's not normally this brand. They make like winter gear.
They make winter gear?
Yeah.
Oh, snaps.
For them to make this shirt, I was like,
I fuck with it.
Yeah.
What's the name of the brand?
I'm trying to remember.
Dang.
It's
We'll
on the
find
shirt.
out later.
No, I said it's on the shirt.
It's somewhere on there.
Yeah,
I don't got my
it's
glasses.
on the
I can't
shirt.
even see it.
Yeah, I said it's on the shirt. That's why. But I know I was like, what the heck? Okay.
Yeah. And so for all of us who may not know who you are, Artrell, can you please tell all of us who you are and what you do?
I'm Artrell. I'm an artist from San Bernardino County, mainly. San Bernardino County's huge, but
huge.
Yeah, so mainly like San Bernardino area, Rialto. Grew up in Rialto, Fontana. I lived in all three cities literally growing up.
Damn.
So yeah, I lived in Fontana, Rialto, and San Bernardino. So I got childhood experiences in all three cities. I played sports out here. I was well known for track mainly, and didn't really pursue art career for a long time. I really was in track. That was like my main focus, track. And then went off to school. Ended up letting track go and really trying to figure out something else, branch out. Because I went to school in a different state. So that's where all the art stuff came.
Gotcha. What state?
Colorado. I went to school in Colorado.
Wow. Okay.
Adams State University.
For track?
I went there mainly for to run track, but I went there just on academics.
Really. Okay.
I was really in my what did I want to do stage. You know what I mean? Did I still? Because I already competed 2 years at Cherokee College before that. So I was like, okay, I had good grades finally. I never really had good grades in high school. So I had good grades in college. I didn't really know what to do. It's I don't really have to depend on my athletics no more. Depend on my academics. So I was just in that phase of I still want to run track, or do I want to do something else, especially in another state. I didn't want to be doing the same thing I was doing in California. Okay. Just running on a what if. I didn't really want to compete no more.
Gotcha.
I still love track. I just like the whole politics and competing part, NCAA, all that. They was gonna make me wait a year when I went out there. So
No way.
Like I did, and I had already did that. So I was just really focus on track focus on art out there, and came about back out here. Started really getting into the whole art scene, art career. Started painting actually. I didn't really paint. I just was into art. I used to like sketch with a pen all the time, doodle and stuff, and tag and all that. But yeah, I literally just went to the art scene and been on the art scene. That's what I've been doing.
Wow. And then you just been hooked ever since.
Yeah, literally.
Got you. What's the art scene actually? What do you consider the art scene?
The art scene is pretty. I mean, as an artist, what you step into, you know what the art scene is. And when I came straight home from school, I didn't go straight into like art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't get into art. I started working. You know what I mean? Like I had to make like steady money.
Facts.
So it was like
I
didn't really get into the art scene. I worked for a cool minute, like 2 years, and then I had stopped working for 2 years and got into the art scene, really started, which is like, for me, like not working, you know what I mean? Like really step into the art scene, put your foot in there and paint all day and go to all these, community events, see how the feedback on people, see if people are, like your work, see if you like your work, see how, if the reaction to people is cool, see if you like your own reaction, because most times you got to step away from your work sometimes.
Facts.
Take a look at it.
Yeah, take a step back.
Yeah, and even look just observe how people are, looking. Do they stop and look? Do they just glance at it and keep going? Yeah. Is it eye-catching? So I was really doing all that stuff, trying to see, what I have to improve, what I have to do, what can I do to be, not commercial. Because, commercial people are just going to, see, but, browse through. But I wanted people, to stop.
Yeah.
And look. So I was like, that's what I was really doing those 2 years, not working, really just painting, like all day, literally paint. And then when I figured out like my own little style, whatever, like COVID happened, and then like I really had to go back into the work scene because it was like no art shows, no nothing.
Nobody's coming outside.
Yeah, so it was like I had to like find work where there was work, and thankfully my job was hiring at the time still.
That's good.
They were still working during COVID with our mask and everything. So yeah. But just going through the art scene, and that's literally staying in the art scene, basically. Literally, like what work right now, and still painting, going to community events, engaging with people, engaging with other artists, like really painting, posting paintings. I was telling an artist this question. I answered this question for another artist too, because they were like, they were just like, oh, basically, what's the art scene? I'm like, or they're saying they're in the art scene, but I told them they're kind of not, because, you paint, but you just, like, you don't do anything with them, you know what I mean? Like, you just chill, and then you don't really want people to see them at all. It's like you don't really paint like that either, like,
you gotta be
NBA
involved.
player can't be like, I'm in the NBA, and then, Ben Simmons, not play, or, what I mean? Like, you don't get clowned on, so it's like,
you got to be a part of the community.
Yeah, it's like you really got to like get in there and, like let people see your work. If you're going to be an artist, be in the art scene, get out there, go places so you can get known.
And that's kind of how I ran into you, talking about stopping. We were walking around and I saw your work. I was like, let me stop, check it out. You were working on that kind of like South Parkish type of character at the time.
That was one of my friends, little avatar for him.
And you talked about you're working on, actually I got two things, right? So did you go to school to study like how to paint and stuff like that, or you just kind of like figured out on your own?
I went to school, I was a double major. at Adams. I had studied mass comm and public relations, but I also studied fine arts at Adams too. So I had my art classes and everything, but I really found out in my criticism of art class, I have found out, I was like an informal artist. I found out formal artists and informal artists.
Okay, what's the difference for some of us who may not know the difference?
Formal artists, you follow the rules. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You go to school for that.
Okay.
Like you go to school to become all the formal rules and everything. Informal artists is like you outside the box, like you're doing things that's not really against. You're doing things against like what some other artists are being taught to do, like in school. Like you're just like, you're freestyling, or more so, like cross hatching with a paintbrush. Like that's like
a no.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like because that's a pencil and pen technique, really. So it's like that's what I mean. Like most of your like main artists, like your big artists, they're like informal artists. And good thing
Which
too,
makes sense.
Like it's not a bad thing to go to school and then find out that you're an informal artist. Like that's dope. You go, you find out, okay, cool. This is not me. I'm not this type of artist.
Yeah.
Like I'm this type of artist.
Facts. You mentioned finding your style, right? Mm-hmm. So, we have a piece of your art right here in the back of us. How would you define what your artistic style is? How would you define it if you could define it?
Like I had posts, or this guy had told me, he was like hauntingly electric.
Say it one more time.
Hauntingly electric.
Okay, hauntingly electric.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's cause it's kind of like, like, oh man, and then it's just it's gonna pop out in the room. I feel like everybody's gonna see it. It's different. It's rare. Like I said, because I do cross hatching with a paintbrush, so it's kind of like most people don't see that at all. Like literally at all. Me, I haven't really seen it at all, and I've been, to a lot of art shows. It's rare, but it's that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something non-commercial, and I wanted something to pop out. So
yeah. I don't really know art too well as far as the detail and stuff like that. But like your style reminded me of like the way I believe is Van Gogh, the way his type of painting style is. Kind of looks like it's like a lot of bunch of, because you can even see like in the afro right here in the back, like the a bunch of, you can see
bunches,
and
sponge brushes,
and so immediately that's kind of what it kind of reminded me of. And then I found out, I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, people, or correct me if I'm wrong, but Van Gogh wasn't formally taught either.
No, that's why he was an informal artist.
Yeah.
So it's like he was an informal artist. Like I said, a lot of big time artists are informal artists. And he was actually like, and during that time, like formal artists is like, that's what it was. So to be an informal artist during his time was really like frowned upon. So,
but you can't deny good art. If it's good, it's good.
Oh yeah.
That's my whole thing. Is like if it's good, it's good. You can't deny it, whether you're taught or not.
Like it sucked for him because he didn't really like get big until he passed away. So it was like,
you notice that it becomes kind of popular. People start messing with you after you die. Even today, even to these days, like forgive me, I can't even think of the homeboy's name who got shot in his house. Who got robbed in his house and shot? The rapper in LA.
Slim for 100? I don't know.
It was a couple years back, but God, you guys know what I'm talking about it. But he became more poppin', like in my opinion, after he got murdered in his house. I think what happened was like he posted his location, people came to his house.
Oh, Pop Smoke?
Pop Smoke.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
Right? So I feel like Pop Smoke became more popular after the incident than what it was, right?
Yeah, that was sad. And he wasn't even home. He was out here.
Oh, he was out here? But he was at a house though, right?
Yeah, he was staying somewhere and he had posted the location. I'm like, you don't do that,
That part.
Do that.
But going back to like people getting more popular after the death, or their art becoming more popular after their death, it's like even to this day it still happens.
It's like he was one of the first ones. Van Gogh.
Van Gogh?
He was one of the first ones.
Yeah.
Way back.
is wild too. You know, I'm kind of curious, like, so did you start off with this type of style, or did you kind of like stumble upon it? How did you?
Literally, that was like, that's what, like those first 2 years, that's what I was doing. Like I was testing the waters in the art scene, trying to see, because anybody can cross hatch. Like
Yeah,
anybody
yeah.
can put some crosses on a board. You know
Gotcha.
what I mean?
It's just, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But can get that depth, you know what I mean? And that's like what I was doing at first. Like those first 2 years, I literally was just like cross hatching and like just putting crosses on there. So I was trying to figure out how to get, like, a lot of my paintings was all flat and stuff. I couldn't really, and that's what I was doing. I was trying to see, like, okay, like, do people like this? People don't like this. Like, people don't like that. I don't like it. You know, what can I do better? What can I do better? What can I do better, basically? And that's literally, like, it just got real, like, just got good with it. Basically,
Gotcha.
like those 2 years, I really got good with the cross hatching. Like,
And you found your spot, right? Like your sweet spot, basically, type of thing.
yeah, and I still try to, like, not try, but like I really, really improve every single time. Like I make that my literally mission to make, like, get better every single painting. I look at all my old paintings for the most part, like what can I do better, and try to put them on a new canvas. So
Okay.
you know.
Okay. So talk to me about what the Artrell Experience is.
Oh, Artrell Experience. It's
Yeah.
really like Artrell Experience, or, you know, Planet 615. That's like my brain. 615 is my birthday. So
Okay.
it's like, you know, that's.
Happy
When
belated birthday, by the way.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
When I tell people the Artrell Experience, you know, you're gonna see, like, you're gonna see my art, my work, but you're also gonna hear basically like all the music and everything that was played for like majority of the paintings. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's that's like, I have it basically set up like a whole playlist and everything set up for the Artrell Experience. You
Oh,
know?
nice.
It's literally, I want you to come in and like feel, okay, this is what he was painting, and actually try to guess what songs were mainly used to make a painting, to really get into the Artrell Experience.
Okay.
You know, and really get into, you know, Planet 615 and understand, you know, try to get an understanding of what I'd be doing. I'm like, where the heck he be going, and what he be thinking. and
Gotcha,
everything, You know
gotcha.
what I mean? So that's really the Artrell Experience.
That's cool. You know, do you? Damn. Okay. So I guess the first thing that was coming to my mind is there one type of genre of music that you listen to, or do you listen to different types of music and you see that these different types help you create different visuals?
That's a good question. I know, like as far as genre, like I know, like, R&B music, I listen to that a lot when I paint. But sometimes I'll listen to like Larry June a lot, like, to paint, because he has like Larry June.
What type of style is that? Who's that?
He's hip hop, but
Okay.
he's like a smooth, you know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
Like smooth beat, so it's still like hip hop, but, you know, still R&B, but, you know, mixed, but still like a little upbeat. And that's like more like, I'll listen to that more motivational when I'm painting. Like, okay. I need to paint, and, you know, I gotta get these paintings done. I'll listen to that during that, and that's like more motivational, but it's still good art that I'm putting out.
Gotcha.
As far as the R&B, that, like, majority of my work gets most of my good work is on the R&B, because it's like, I
Gotcha.
don't know what it is. It's just soothing and puts you in a calm state. You know,
Okay.
like, I can play it all day. I can also play it loud too all day, because, you know, nobody's really complaining on R&B unless it's later on late.
Yeah.
But when it's that, like, mostly painting at nighttime too, like, I'll paint with R&B. That's why I really started painting with R&B, because it's nighttime, and I can, you know, still get that calm, like, groove.
Yeah.
Even if it's a little bit loud, nobody's really gonna complain, because it's just that calm tone. It's not that doom, 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 you know. like during the daytime, I'll use when I'm outside of like the R&B and like daytime, I'm really on some crazy stuff. I'll paint to like I call it like vamp R&B vamp music.
Okay.
That's like Lil Uzi and Playboy Cardi.
Okay.
And Trippie Redd, like, you know what I mean? Like different tones like that. You know what I mean? Just to, sorry, hitting the mic.
Okay.
Just to, and that's the electric of the art, you know what I mean?
Got
like
you.
the hauntingly electric. Like
yeah.
you'll feel that, you know what I mean, as you're going through the experience.
Got you.
Know what I mean? That's
can I give you an experiment to try?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you try, whenever you get a chance, painting on listening to classical music and painting listening to jazz music?
Well, I mean I've thrown that. I threw that into like the R&B because I listened to a lot of like John Coltrane.
Okay.
What's his name? It's a jazz guy, but he's newer. But he's dope.
I think Robert.
Oh yeah, Robert Glacier. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I listened to a whole bunch of him too.
Yeah.
Literally, my first art show was like John Coltrane and Robert Glacier. The first Artrell Experience.
Yeah, Robert Glasper. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Robert Glasper. That was literally the only, like, mainly the most two artists I was playing at my first art show. Because that was the experience I wanted to. That was what I was literally painting to.
Dope.
So it was like I wanted people to catch that experience. Like, oh, okay. So now part 3. This experience is, a little bit different, but still, I'll paint more to that jazz and everything. I am going back to that because it's a lot of paintings that I did during that time, painting to jazz music and everything that I felt were better, idea-wise.
Okay, interesting.
My skill wasn't there yet. So like that's why I say I go back and look at a lot of my paintings and I'm like, I can do that again. I can do that better. But yeah, it's funny that you said that because I literally was looking at a lot of paintings from that experience during that time of jazz, like when I was listening to jazz music more so.
Okay.
Ideas were like way better than my ideas now. Like right now, like I'm brain fart on ideas.
Gotcha.
Painting. So that's why you have to go back and see what can I do better?
Gotcha.
And it so happened to be funny. I went back to that jazz phase that I was in.
So I think it's a sign. It's a sign that he has to probably
do it. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. It's gonna be like
boom, it came down.
It's gonna be like 7 or 8 paintings that gonna like. I'm really gonna be painting soon. I'm probably gonna incorporate into the experience. So the next one. So
that'd be dope.
Yes,
that'd be dope. So I guess there's 2 things. They say that because you said your ideas are flowing more when you're listening to the jazz stuff. Mm-hmm. So they say that type of music, like jazz and classical music, kind of helps, I guess, for babies when they're in the womb, like function their brain quicker. Oh, yeah, that type of music. So when you said it, it reminded me of that because maybe it's stimulating your brain because the music's so intellectual that maybe it's stimulating your mind to think also like in a bigger way as well.
Deep. Yeah, that's what mainly I was thinking, or meaning. Like a lot of my older paintings are during like the Artrell Experience Part 1. All those paintings, a lot of the like, don't get me wrong, the paintings were good. Mm-hmm. Definitely, I could have done better, but I was more like poetic and like with the titles and like, like I knew where I was going. A lot of those titles were like deep. Like a lot of those titles were like deep.
Okay.
It wasn't just like, and I always tell people that too when you browse through my paintings or anything, like look at the titles because you're gonna get not only are you gonna like the painting, but when you read the title, sometimes the title may be a little long or something, or I might have like a little brief description about what it is.
Okay.
And you'll get a deeper meaning on it. So a lot of my paintings during that time, like more so were deeper.
Okay. Can you give us an example?
Trying to think like I had a painting during that time. It was called Ja, but it was
J-O-B?
Jah.
Jah, like
Yeah.
Jah Rastafari, the God.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
okay.
it was like a that was all that it was. But the painting itself and the title made Ja because the painting was huge.
Okay,
So that's when you think of Ja
it's God.
yeah, and you say it. Bob Marley said it with a powerful tone when he used to scream out Ja on the mic, he used to say it with a powerful tone. So that painting was big, and when you walked into the room, it was Ja, you seen that painting,
Yeah,
because it was that. So that's an example,
that's cool.
the painting and the title going hand in hand, even though the title can be long, it can be short, but the title is important.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
to represent, to kind of connect everybody.
Right.
Two things. The first thing is, obviously, you've heard of Jean-Michel Basquiat.
Oh, yeah.
Right? What do you think about his style of art?
No, I like his style of art. I feel like he's an informal artist, and he found that out too.
Yeah.
He found that out too. He went to school with formal artists and found out he was informal, and did his thing outside of the box. But he was a creator. People got to respect the fact that he ventured off into so many art styles and skills that a lot of artists won't ever do, that we won't do.
Yeah.
We want to be comfortable in our little zone. And what he did, boom, I want to do this, I want to do that. He learned so many different art styles. And also, he was, poetic.
Yeah.
He was smart, very smart.
Very smart.
He was, and I tell people that too, being an artist, I've researched more than I ever have, in my life. You know what I mean? Because you got to paint something, you got to know it. And that's what he did. He wanted to paint something, he had to know it. He did his research. He ventured off in a lot of different art styles and art forms. So I like him. He's dope.
Yeah,
he was a tagger too. And
facts.
one thing too, he wanted his respect. And
definitely,
I feel like I'm on that road.
That's another person after his death that got more appreciation. And I feel like within the past 5 years, people have been talking about Basquiat stuff heavy. It's okay, well, why all of a sudden is this stuff popular now?
Right.
I noticed that. I know Jay-Z bought some stuff by him, and some other people have been buying his stuff. I think one of his paintings or something went for $1 million or $10 million. Some crazy number one of his paintings went for.
I'm he enjoyed the benefits of his art. Well, he enjoyed the benefits of his art for 7 years.
Yeah.
Literally. Not saying before that he didn't have a time that's what built up all that. After he sold his big painting. Of course he sold paintings, but once he sold his huge painting, he really took off, and then he really only enjoyed that for 7 years.
Facts.
It sucks.
It's crazy. Goes by so I
Yeah, that's why I really be I enjoy every single moment, every day.
You got to. You have to. Time goes by quick. When it comes to art, especially nowadays, and I guess even not too long ago too, I feel and this is my personal opinion, a lot of contemporary art and artists seem to be okay, how can I make the most off the wall thing and make because I want to make something so different, I want to make it off the wall, but it's you're not connecting with nobody.
Yeah.
It's just off the wall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
what's your thoughts on that?
The taping the banana, basically, right?
Talk to us about the taping the banana. What's that?
Oh, no, that was I don't know, it was kind of, it was, you know what I mean? You stay up late painting, and then somebody tapes a banana on the wall, and it, famous painting now.
Got you.
Or famous art or something. So, it kind of hits you, oh, dang. I just, I'm working doing all this, and, they don't appreciate it. they want to see a banana on the wall. It kind of hurts, but it's cool. It actually kind of motivates you too to just keep going and maybe catch those people that like the banana on the wall taped with duct tape. Now maybe you can catch people that just like that. You can grab them and be like, hey, you like that? Let me show you some of this.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's motivational too.
It almost seems like it's politics too, low key.
Yeah, it is. That's
You
why
know what I mean?
like you got to really just stay in your little role. Just use it as motivation.
That part. I remember, I think I was in LACMA, and I may have told this story before, but I'll tell it again. There was someone like in the corner, someone like made like 4 staircases, and that was the art. And I was like, for real? Just 4 staircases in a corner, and that deserved to be in the LACMA? I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that throws me off too. I mean, but at the same time, like you gotta step away from it and look at it and see what they were thinking maybe, and trying to see where the artist was going. I don't know.
I don't know. Some people are like, I'm just gonna bullshit, make a bullshit thing, and then people are like, oh, it's genius.
Yeah, I do. I know some people like. I know some people that say they're artists that never picked up a paintbrush.
Interesting.
I'm like.
Interesting.
I'm like, I don't know. But you can call yourself a creator.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
It's, and I guess we live in an era where people can say anything and claim to be that thing. But, I think the truth always speaks, you know what I mean? Like the truth will always show itself, its true colors in time. And, Artrell, out of all your paintings that you make, do you have any self-portraits?
Yeah, I have like 2 or 3 self-portraits. I'm actually working on a new one. 2 of them that I just better. Like I said, I always try to get better. So
yeah,
like my first portrait I did, it was cool. My second portrait, it was way better. I actually got it tattooed right here.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And then, now my next portraits that I'm working on, I feel like they're gonna blow the roof. It's gonna be, better than some of these.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And that's the point with art. And I guess the work that we do is you want to be better every time, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I tell people I can paint a giraffe 5 days in a row. And day 1 and day 5, you're going to be like...
See the difference?
Yeah. Yeah. Even day 1 and day 3, you're going to be like, okay,
Got you.
You got way better.
You know what? I never thought about this, but how do you get into like the mindset of doing a self-portrait? Do you look in the mirror when you do it? Like, how does that work?
I look at pictures, so it's
okay.
Like if I see a good picture, good angle, especially like of anybody, but of myself, and I'm like, I'm gonna paint that.
Gotcha.
I know for sure. As soon as I see it, I'm like, I'm gonna paint.
Paint that. Okay.
I don't know when. I have an album in my phone, literally a whole bunch of either screenshots, pictures, whatever. Everything that when I be like, I'm gonna paint that.
Okay, for sure.
And I really run down that, and I paint all those.
Dope. So. I wonder how they did it before phones and stuff, the self-portraits. You know what I mean? I wonder how they did that.
I don't know. Probably in the mirror.
Right? If there was a mirror. That's kind of interesting to think about, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, how did they do that before?
I know. That's all, like the Mona Lisa. I forgot. She literally, I think he had seen her or something.
Oh, did you ever hear that was supposed to be him in drag? Did you ever hear that?
No, I really didn't. I heard that the family never got to see it, the original, for like many of their first original years.
Oh, interesting.
Like they didn't even see the Mona Lisa until, so on and so on.
Yeah, this is by Da Vinci, right?
Yeah. So
yeah. Okay.
I'm like, they didn't really see it. And I don't think the lady even see it. So I was just like, yeah.
Interesting.
You just did it.
Interesting. Yeah,
Leonardo. I got to go back and do some more research on it. I didn't know.
Yeah, Leonardo da Vinci is an interesting cat. Yeah, I remember someone said that it was supposed to be him in drag, which is like a whole nother.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Hilarious. I wouldn't doubt it. These guys wore wigs back, So as an artist, we all have inspirations. So do you have any favorite artists?
That was funny because, like you said, older artists, like you said, Da Vinci. My favorite artists are not really too many older artists.
Okay.
I didn't really, like, my favorite artists are living. And
Currently still living.
yeah,
Nice.
probably not even known by anybody.
Well, give him a shout out. Give him a shout out.
Josh, or call him Zombie. That's his name.
Okay.
Zombie's one of my favorite artists. I feel like this guy can literally, he can, like, in every aspect of art. He's one of those guys that studied, drawing, painting, and even using like mixed media and all that stuff.
Dope.
Like, it's pretty dope. And I really take in a lot of stuff from him. Another artist, I like Free. He's from out here.
Free?
Yeah.
Okay.
Name, Free Art, basically.
Nice. Dope.
Yeah.
That's a dope name.
Yeah. He's pretty dope. And, other than, like you said, Michael John, Samuel.
Okay, that name sounds familiar. Yeah.
No, I said that's his that's a street name, basically.
Samuel?
Yeah.
Aha. No wonder why it sounded familiar.
Yeah, it says
Okay.
Samuel. So, I mean, I like him, like, again, because how the way he explored art. And if you watch documentaries and everything, like, he really explored art. And we want to talk about being an artist. Like, that's what he was. Like, when you talk about the art scene, to go back to your question with the art scene, like, that would be the perfect answer. Is like his life. Like, that's the art scene to me.
Gotcha.
Like, really grinding. That's why I didn't work for 2 years. 'Cause I was like, I'm trying to get into art scene. I'm trying to paint. Like, you got to be that starving artist. You got to want it.
That part.
You got to paint. You got to make like 10 paintings a day, knowing 2 of them is good.
Yeah, true. You know what it reminded me of when you mentioned Basquiat right now is that, I don't know if you heard it, but people say that good artists come from a lot of like trauma and suffering and living a hard life. What do you think about that? Do you agree?
It just depends. Like, it just depends on how you swing it. Like me, like I was saying, Artrell Experience 1, I was listening to a lot of jazz, but that's because I was going through like things. Like, I was going through like trauma. I was listening to jazz, R&B, and everything. So like, and that's all. And like, my paintings were more deep. Like, the jazz really got me like into the deep part of it. Okay. So like, I was sad and going through something or whatever, yada yada, during that time. But now, I'm not sad really. I'm not going through that. Yeah. Through those things, but I'm still making good art. But at the same time, like I said, like, being sad or just going through that, those ideas were deeper. Okay. So I mean, you got to come to a point where you can use them all. I guess
Agreed.
Like, be in control of them, not necessarily be sad, but I can paint something, with sad feelings or something.
Be able to work under any circumstance type of
it's
thing.
Like, right now I'm in like more so, like I said, that vamp mode, but I can still give you a painting where you're like, oh dang, like, is he listening to jazz music, or like, did he listen to R&B to that? Yeah. So it just depends, like, how you control them too. You can be pissed off and be like, you know what, I'm gonna paint something fucking crazy. Excuse my language, like, excuse me, but it's like, I'm gonna paint something literally crazy. Facts. Like, off the wall, a mean eye or something, or
a demon or something.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, more demon spirited, or golfed or something. Or you can be sad and paint, more something, like, about love. I mean, you may be heartbroken or something, and you can paint something about love, but you can also, like, just be in your cool, calm state and still reach those areas. Yeah. Like, be in control of those. So,
that reminds me of 2 things. I'm sorry, did I cut you off?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, there's 2 things, right? Which is, the first one is, I think relating to like when you're in like a sad, angry phase, in order to release that energy, you can use art to help release that out.
Right.
Right. And you might be angry, but then you can paint something happy, or be sad and paint something angry or whatever. But as long as you're transferring that energy out through expression.
Right.
Right. And then going back to what you're saying about, you know, you can be in a good state and paint things that people can relate to. So there's a famous jazz artist, musician named Duke Ellington.
Yeah.
And one of the things that he would say, and it resonated with me, which is, in the professional world, if you have a due date to do something, doesn't matter, you get it done, right? It doesn't matter what you're feeling, where you're at. Like, okay, this needs to be done by this time, this day. It's going to get done. And I think that's the true level, in my opinion, of like a next level artist. Because it's like, it doesn't matter where you're at. Like, okay, this needs to be done regardless, and it's going to get done.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so I just like really respected that, because it's just like, yeah. And you keep churning it out type of thing. Like, and I think that's what separates, like, I guess you could say, the boys from the men type of thing.
Like how do you, like you said, you can use it. You got it. Once you control that, that's what separates yourself. Really.
Yeah.
Like you can really be like, okay, I'm calm, but I can reach a side person right now. Like with my creative works, basically.
Yeah. Like, say for example, you got commissioned to make some type of angry piece, but you just went on a meditation retreat, so you're super relaxed. But the thing is you can get into that headspace because you're just so professional
and
at
it
that
has
state.
to be done by this time.
Exactly, because it's commissioned. You're
like, okay, cool, I can do that. And they're like, dang, you just went on a calm, cool little trip, and they want you to do this crazy piece. I'm like, yeah, but you know, that's
what I did. Yeah, and to be honest, people don't care how you technically feel. They just want, especially if it's commissioned, they just want what they asked for.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I've been through that. I remember I was doing a commission for somebody, and I was like asking them, I forgot what happened. I think I had like a family death or something, and they were still like, well, you know, is it still gonna be done by the date? I was like,
they didn't give a flying fuck. Damn.
I was like, oh yeah, okay, cool. I was just trying to see if I can get some extra time. They were like, well, kind of don't really, want to keep waiting any longer. I'm like, all right, I understand.
Interesting.
Cool.
It's all right, cool. Well, did he already pay you too already?
Yeah, but
okay.
Well, they paid half. That's what they always do.
Half up front and then half when it's finished.
Yeah, so I was like, I mean, I would want the person making the art for me in the right mindset.
Yeah.
If they're going to create something that I'm going to keep for a long time or forever, I want them to be in the right mindset. So if they were to tell me, oh, hey, can I get a few extra days? Because, I'm not in the right mood to be painting right now.
Yeah.
And you respond like, no, I want it done by this day. Only to not hang it up. Only to not hang it up. They just wanted it at their house.
Got you. That's the first time you worked with that person?
Yeah. I haven't worked with them again.
I can imagine.
But I haven't, no shade or anything. I see them around, say hello.
It is what it is, like people both learn, from our experiences, you know what I mean? And I wanted to ask you, because, you've been in like the Voyage LA and other magazines. How did they find you, and how was that experience?
Man, I don't even know how. I forgot how Voyage found me. I was excited when Voyage found me at first, but I think I did a show in LA, and somebody there was in Voyage, so that's how I had got in, because they had seen my art, and from there, and then also I seen free art. He was in Voyage, but he actually had like freaking like a full like cover. I'm like, oh dang. So I'm trying to do that. So like
it's coming soon.
Yeah, it's like the little piece that I had got when I first was in it, because I first was in Voyage like in 2020, and then I started venturing off to the other or getting contacted by the other magazines. But it's a pretty cool experience. It's pretty dope. And in the behind the scenes is pretty funny, because it's like they send you like they send you a whole bunch of questions, like literally,
Okay.
like whole bunch of questions, and it's crazy because how you answer
Sounds overwhelming.
Yeah, it's like how you answer is how they shuffle like the next questions that they may ask you or anything. You know what I mean? So it's crazy.
Got you.
And then all of them like kind of use the same format. It's pretty funny.
Not here on the Empire. He don't know what's coming at him next.
Yeah, it's
he
like
don't know what's working. We just.
Yeah, I'm like they kind of all use the same format. But it's cool because that little shuffle is not the same question. Like that's what some magazines I don't do because it's like, man, y'all got the same questions over and over. Like, I just be like, okay, I'm not gonna do it.
It's like, are you guys really interested, or you guys just have like the same formula you just throw to everybody?
Yeah, that's one thing I don't do. Like, if you're not interested, then there's no point in me being here. I can be at home painting.
That part.
So I can be at home sleep or something.
So you got to pick and choose your battles.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just try to make sure people are interested.
Gotcha. So I guess, why did he say yes to over here then?
Oh, I mean, it's like we were at my art place. So
facts.
It's like if you came up to my, seeing my art and everything, and it seemed like you were interested. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it seemed like you were interested. Like, if it didn't really seem like you were interested, then I would have been like, all right.
Maybe. Sure, yeah. We'll call you. We'll call you.
Yeah.
type of thing.
And I don't like be big head or anything. I just like people to be interested. Like, gotcha. Or at least just check out the art. And if you like it from there, then cool. And then if you want to see more, you can go look at my Instagram. And if you like it, then really reach out to me.
Yeah,
that shows me that you're interested. That's all.
Simple and genuine. I hope I came off genuine. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know. There's a lot of fakers, and I'm pretty sure you met a lot of fakers. Being in the industry.
Just somebody literally last week for a lot of the Juneteenth stuff, which is sad because I wanted to do every year. I always want to do a lot of Juneteenth things, but so many people come fake. Like fake. Like they don't even look at my page. They just, hey, what are you selling? I'm like, what do you mean? What am I selling? Like,
they just come into your booth or what? How?
No, like they come into my messages and be like, hey, what are you selling? I'm
okay. And then what do they say after that? After you tell them that?
Like, you want to be a vendor? I'm like, no, I don't.
Okay.
Like, no, I don't want to come to your Juneteenth. Like, you got to look at my art. You got to like it. You got to know what I'm doing, especially for Juneteenth and for anybody like coordinators trying to come at me, the majority African American or black or something. So for them to belittle me so bad or not even give a care for my art or whatever, I don't want to do it.
Okay. That reminds me, I shout out to Chooks. Chooks is a sculptor from Pasadena, and he talks about that Black people will haggle other Black artists for their paint, for their work.
Oh, yeah.
They'll try to like bring you down, but if it was like a different ethnicity or a white person, they would never even dream about haggling them about their prices on their
That is a true fact, and that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Literally, it's a lot of Black business owners that want murals inside of their building, and they approach me and be like, oh, let's work out a deal or something. I'm like, you want to work out a deal, with that artist, and he's white, or he's Hispanic, or he ain't gonna play, or not even that. Like you're not even gonna try that. So why would you try to haggle me? For my work or for my skills, and that really happens like to me a lot for Juneteenth. That's why I don't do nothing for Juneteenth.
Gotcha.
Because it's been happening like a lot to where they don't care. They just like, I want to fill my spots. I'm like, okay, cool.
Gotcha.
And then really, if I'm coming to some people's things, like I'm on the hot streak. I'm kind of hot. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm bringing, and I promote. It's not like I'm just gonna come to your event. Like I'm gonna promote the event like it's my event. I'm going to tell everybody to come, keep going. like I'm literally gonna promote it all the time. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring people, and then people want to come out and see me too. Like when I'm somewhere,
Facts.
people want to come out and see me. Like I have a lot of people that be like, "Oh, like where you gonna be at?" Because I want to come see your art. Like
Yeah.
I want to see it in person.
See what you're working on.
Yeah, and I always live paint too. So it's like I'm not
True.
I'm not just displaying art. I'm doing like I'm performing an act for you too.
Facts.
Just because people like, people like live entertainment. Mm-hmm. So like me painting, it also shows people how I make these art pieces.
Yeah,
so it's like,
from
cool.
scratch.
Yeah, so it's like cool. And I do that all the time. I always tell people like, you want me to live paint? And they're like, all right, cool.
You know, going back to like the haggle thing, you know, it's just so unfortunate because it's like, quote unquote, we're trying to like look out for each other as a people and all this crap, but then you see like people always crab in a barrel type of mentality, right? It's like, but if you really cared, like no other community of people had, or I guess they do it, but they also support each other more so as well.
Yeah.
They don't try to like get one on each other. You see it all around, and like for us, probably because our percentage is lower, but it's just unfortunate,
I tell
man.
people that
It's just
too.
unfortunate.
I don't like, and then a lot of people be like, oh, you know, I can't afford it. Like, especially like more so African Americans or something. They be like, oh, you know, I can't afford that. Like, bro, you don't know what you can. I know you can afford something, or you don't know what. You don't know what my prices are. You know, you don't know how I work with people too.
Oh, so they're saying it before they even ask you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it's like because they know, like they'll haggle me only because they know it's good. You know, like they'll haggle me because they know it's good, and it's like, okay, like you don't know, like I can do a payment plan for you, bro. I can work something out. I also have, you know, prints. I always tell people that too. Like go the print route. Like you're good. I do.
There's ways.
Yeah, like there's ways you can still support without haggling, and there's ways you can literally support. Just support. Don't even try to haggle. Like be cool. Like support a black artist. You're a black person. No. You know, I'm not gonna try to I'm gonna work with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work. Out of all people, I'm gonna work with you.
Let them know. Let them know right
like,
there.
Out of all people, I'm gonna work with you. Literally.
Simple as that. You know, and I want to give you a shout out because you recently got recognized by the city of Rialto, correct?
Oh, by the county of San Bernardino.
County of San Bernardino. Can you talk to us a little bit about that? And what was that about?
Well, I had unveiled a special Juneteenth painting for the city of Rialto.
Okay. What was the painting? What was on it and stuff like that?
It was a big piece. It had the continent Africa, but also had a female.
Oh, okay. I seen that.
As Mother Africa. It's called We Ain't No Joke.
Okay.
But it also, like in her hair and everything, it was the fist and everything. So, like, I had did that one, and that's a big painting. It's 60 inches tall, so it's pretty big.
Wow.
Yeah, and got recognized, which is dope to me because honestly, I didn't know what was going to happen until like last minute when they're just like, yeah, you know, we're going to recognize you. And I thought only the city of Rialto was going to recognize me.
Okay.
And then it ended up being County of San Bernardino,
man.
and Joe Baca Jr., you know, they had recognized me. So
congratulations,
I was like,
man.
cool, man. And everybody liked it. And they showed me a lot of respect and really let me, you know, explain, you know, where I was from, how I was from the same area as them. And it was cool. I grew up literally playing basketball at that place where I unveiled it at the community center. So it was something to heart, really. It was dope.
Yeah, it's like a full circle.
Yeah, it was pretty cool for me to do that for them. And that painting is going to be, if it gets sold, it's going to be proceeds going towards that community center.
Dope.
And there's two paintings. There was only one that was unveiled. The other one is going to be in the community center there.
Gotcha.
So
is it in Rialto, the community center?
Yeah, that's going to be at the Johnson Center or Margaret Todd Park in Rialto, California. So if you ever stop by over there, if you're in the area, go to Johnson Center. You'll see, you know, the piece that I donated to literally the city of Rialto.
Dope.
And that's what they recognized me for.
Dope, man. So, congrats one more time.
Yes, sir.
You know, not only do you paint, but I think I also noticed that do you have a clothing line?
Well, I use I put my I do have clothing, but I put my paintings on shirts and everything, but very high quality. So you can get, you know, one of your favorite paintings on a shirt, and in the back it says the hometown artist, because, you know, I really, you know, take hold in, you know, where I'm from, you know. A lot of people, especially artists, it's hard to make it, and, you know, as an artist, just in the
Period.
IE.
Yeah, period.
But at period, but really in the IE too.
Yeah.
So a lot of artists, you know, they tend to go towards LA.
Yeah. I was going to ask you that. Is there an art scene in San Bernardino in the IE?
There's an art scene out here, but it's like, you know, it's hard. You know, people want to go straight to LA because that's where all the money is. But
True.
you can do both. Like me, most of my murals, most of like my stuff is like in Long Beach, but I live out here, and I still do everything out here. You know, I still got recognized in San Bernardino County, but, you know, I'm still doing shows in LA, still doing shows in Long Beach. So it's like, you know, you can still run to the city, but, you know, just make sure you stay hometown. Like, and that's what I take heed to. You know, it don't matter how big I am, what gallery I'm in LA. I'm still going to come and do, you know, community event. I'm still going to come paint at SB Food Fest. I'm still going to come paint at, you know, all the art walks, because, you know, kids want to see that.
Yeah.
It's one picture that I did. It's one picture that somebody took of me at one of these events. I hold that to my heart. It was a black kid. I didn't even notice him, but he was just, you know, black kid from same city as me, and, you know, his hand was on his hip, and he was so like intrigued to me live painting. I didn't even notice him, but he was like so like intrigued to like the live painting, and I didn't notice him in the picture. I noticed him after the fact, like, because I had talked to him and everything. But when I had went back and looked at the picture, I'm like, man, it's like, you know, you can really encourage somebody to, you know, me growing up as a black kid, I wasn't told, like, you know, be an artist. Like, I was told, you know, sports, like, literally. And that's what I focused on mainly, like, was sports. So for a kid to see me and really be intrigued, and then really after that picture was taken to ask those questions and everything, you know, that's what you do it for. Hometown artist. And that's why I have that one back.
Nice.
Long story short.
Nice. And representation matters, because a lot of kids, you know, shout out to Carl Dameron. He says that you only know what you know, right? So if they only see, you know, black men like ourselves playing sports or rapping, and that's all they think they can do.
Right.
But they see someone painting, they're like, whoa, I didn't know that was an option. They see someone building a bicycle from scratch. Oh, I didn't know we can do that as well.
Right.
Because even in school, they don't show what we can do. It's like Albert Einstein did this person did this, but it's like they don't see people that look like us that can do other things besides rap and move a ball around. You know what I mean?
We can paint, we can run business, and
it's
like
endless.
I said, with the art and the clothing, you know, you can I'm ventured off with the clothing. Like, you can literally get one of your favorite paintings. Boom. Yeah. Like, you can get it fully right here, or you can get it in the corner pocket, and then on the back we have the graphics too, and it's high quality. Like, it don't matter if I do prints or if I do shirts, like, it's still gonna be high quality. So don't think, you know, dang, I'm not getting an original painting. Nah, you're getting, you know, I've ventured into the business area where, you know, like, I'm trying to just be high quality and everything. Yeah. Try to make sure my stuff is good.
That's what matters.
It's like, you know, you can do whatever. You don't have to be a basketball player. You can venture off into whatever.
Anything.
Like, you don't have to be in sports. We're very smart. We're very smart.
Anything.
Very intelligent.
We can do anything.
So,
there's a book called Black People Invented Everything. So
literally. I was like, I've seen a list of a whole bunch of stuff where other groups, they celebrate and do all these things, and it's like literally a tree of like, oh, that was invented here.
Yeah, yep.
You know, like, facts. We did that first, and now
big facts.
They took a little piece, and this is what they're doing.
Facts. Big facts. You know, Artrell, you brought some of your paintings. Do you want to show us a little bit about them and talk to us a little bit about some of the paintings that you brought?
Yeah. So I have, did you want me to stand up or I can point to
You can point, yeah,
Yeah, I have here, I don't know if you can see this one. This one is, what was this? I literally have. I put it up on purpose. I got so many paintings, people.
She has no pupils.
I said she never folds.
That's the thing. She never folds is the title?
Yeah, she never folds. So this one, literally, that's why her head is up. She never folds, and her hair is mainly like trying to make it like bush, like like a plant.
Yeah.
So she's growing, she's good, and she's looking up. Like she's looking up, she's good.
She has no pupils, man.
Oh yeah, I do that from time to time.
Like
I do that from time to time.
It's like Raiden.
Yeah, and that's just for more of, I want people to catch something.
Yeah.
You gotta do something in your painting where people really lock in, like, oh, that's different. Like they do that or do this. So
for sure, the hair is definitely popping for sure.
Yeah, and then I use for like the background, like the black is really like the chaotic and the mess in her hair. I mean, in her life and stuff. So she never folded. And also with the next one, that's what I was talking about, the Planet 615. That's beauty. That's beauty from Planet 615.
You can pull her out if you want.
Oh yeah, I'll go ahead and grab that.
Yeah, for you. Just so people can get a better shot of what she looked like.
Oh, yeah, that's my lady. This one actually one of my favorite paintings. Put that up there. That's why I brought it. But yeah, this is a beauty from Planet 615. When they say like if you're like more into like psychedelics and everything, like psychedelics is more like
mushrooms and LSD type of thing. Yeah,
you know what I mean. You see like more so like the Matrix outline.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
okay,
so that's why it's not necessarily you see the fuel. I didn't want you to get like, I put the green because I want you to not see like, oh, there's a person in my head, but like get the matrix of the person.
Okay.
Of the beauty lady, like from, that I can design, create in my head.
Okay. They probably can't even hear you talking.
Huh?
So they probably can't even hear you talking.
Sorry. I didn't know if you want me to grab the mic up here.
Yeah, you can. They probably can't see you. Oh, yeah, they can. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, but this is beauty from Planet 615. Again, we use the green to symbolize, just the matrix, the outline of a person, not the full physical person.
Yeah,
but, just the matrix of a person. And that's just from 615. Again, that's like, my idea is my brain. That's my birthday. So and again, I put she has big ears. I put the creature because, it's a being. Yeah. More so not really. You don't necessarily want to be like, oh, what, it's just really somebody from, I can make up. I can do
facts.
Whatever.
Endless.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me of what Phil Ye was saying. When you can paint, you can do or when you draw, you can make your own world, basically.
Basically, yeah.
I was thinking about like, how do you decide how to make the background?
Well, the background.
Yeah, do you start with the background or is the background?
No, I do the background live. So,
wow. Okay.
And I literally just use background. I try to make this like the main focus. So the background, I literally make the background.
Okay.
And I use, different strokes and everything just for throwing offset,
Yeah.
It's crazy how much like one little thing right here can make this centerpiece, like the actual face, like pop out.
Facts.
When you actually outline it, it's crazy because I can show you a painting, without it being outlined and without the background, and it can just be a flat surface, and you'll be like, okay, it's cool, but like I don't know, that's when I just go into my brain and just do whatever, and really try to like you're looking and you're like, okay, I can I can put this here, but it all makes sense.
Yeah, of course,
it's all for a reason.
Yeah, it's not just
the color
accident.
choices are, like I picked the color choices just to really like blow your mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I really want, like even in this painting, like
I
really want the middle
background
part. Like I want the middle part to stick out.
Gotcha.
So the background, just I literally make a background. I try to keep it simple.
Yeah.
You know, use a background for a background. It's a
Yeah,
background. But still
it's
be
different.
dope.
Yeah, it's a trip. I kind of like it.
I'm telling you.
Cool.
Also have this one.
You got
over
one more,
here.
huh? Yeah.
This one's untitled. So I literally was just bored. And
Yeah. I get two vibes from this one right here. I get Cyclops from X-Men. Then I also kind of get like a dance music.
Right.
Dance music, freaking Daft Punk type of thing going on. I get that vibe from
Yeah,
it.
and this is also just it's untitled. I was gonna name it like a blur of 615 because
Okay.
it was literally I didn't even have like the full image like in my head, and I freestyled. That's why I'm talking like that. So like I
Okay.
freestyled my paintings. So it was like I built it up in my head first. That's the whole thing from it's coming from Planet 615.
Got you.
So like I built it up in my head first, and then I painted. So I didn't even have it all the way built up. I didn't know how her hair was going to be. That's why I and then you use the background also to cover up spots you don't need. So that's what I basically did. I made the
makes sense.
background like almost the front ground instead of the background.
Okay,
And she's the background.
okay. I see what you're saying.
So I was like, she's the background and this is the front.
Got you. And all these paintings are for sale, correct?
Yes. All
Okay.
of them for sale. I always tell people just to DM me.
Okay.
You can get in contact with me once you DM me. I respond pretty fast.
Nice,
I always
nice.
respond fast, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Like that. It's business, people. It's business.
Yeah, and again, like I said, I work with people too, and we got deals. We got prints, paintings, all that.
Yeah.
And the prints are in right now.
Gotcha.
Because I
You
do
work with
poster
people.
prints.
Okay.
I don't just do like small prints. Actually, you get the small prints for free. The poster print is what you pay for.
Okay. Y'all catch that? Y'all better catch that.
Yeah.
So Artrell, man, what current projects are you working on, man?
Again, I'm literally just working on paintings for my art show. My art show is July 15th, the Artrell Experience Part 3.
Okay.
And I'm trying to make sure I'm in.
Yeah, you good. You good.
And I'm just working on that because
Okay.
that's literally all I'm doing. I'm just working on I'm trying to have as many new paintings as possible.
Got
So,
you. It's can you tell us the dates and the time and the location where that's going to be at?
It's July 15th. It's going to be at Green Pines Creative. That's in Long Beach.
Okay.
I have a flyer on my Instagram.
Okay.
I don't know if you go put the information on.
Of course, we got
but
you here, of course.
You guys can go on there and you can find out that. But it's July 15th. That's a Saturday. It's
Okay.
from 2 to 8 p.m. But I have the building until like 10. So we're not like kicking people out.
Okay.
But, yeah.
You don't have to go home, but y'all can't stay here.
Yeah, but even still, my last one was there, and like they let me chill until like 10:30. So
Cool.
they're not tripping. I'm really cool with people there. I've done the building that it's at. I've done a mural inside of that building.
Nice.
So
Nice.
it's gonna be my art, but it's also you're gonna see art in there. It's a very creative, artistic building. There's a lot of artists that did murals in there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have Aim High there as well. That's Aim High Clothing. That's a clothing brand from out here as well. Went
Okay.
to school with those guys.
Okay,
We
wow.
all grew up together.
Wow.
They're doing big things. And yeah, we always work together.
That's dope. That's
So
dope.
they'll be there. They're gonna have some clothing. Who else is gonna be there? 11 Culinary Group is gonna be there.
Okay, some
That's
food.
also
Okay.
the IE base. I'm taking IE out there.
Smart, yeah.
Yeah,
Getting
so-
people aware. It's good.
Yeah, literally. And he's gonna be making, the finger foods, the hors d'oeuvres for us. So
Okay.
it's gonna be pretty good. Gonna be pretty good.
I like
Still
that.
might have. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have a DJ yet, but even if I do, the DJ is gonna be a up and coming DJ from
The IE?
So
Okay.
there's anybody that just wants, an opportunity to DJ in front of a group of people that they haven't necessarily been able to get in front of.
Okay.
I'm just trying to provide that opportunity.
I love that.
Again, July 15th, Artrell Experience Part 3, from 2 to 8. That's a Saturday. It's in Long Beach.
Dope. And I really love how, some people say, I'm going to help the community. I'm going to, do. But you're actually doing it without question. So I respect that. I respect that. So Artrell, let's say 100 years pass by, 200 years pass by. What would you like people to know about your empire once you're long and gone? How would you like people to know who Artrell was?
That's funny. I always say this in my head too. I came in and changed the game. It's like came in and changed the game. Came in and did my own thing because I really, even behind the scenes with the whole art, like with the whole art scene behind the scene, like I'm different. Like I'm different than other artists. I already know I am. Just how how I communicate with coordinators. Or even how I hold my ground with coordinators, Some coordinators out here, they grimy, you know what I mean? And they used to stepping on artists or taking advantage of the spots of art that, they can take advantage of because it's art. And
Can you give us an example of like a grimy experience or something like that? Or what they would do?
I mean, just like I was saying earlier, I mean, just not respecting you, what I mean? Like when they're not, they don't see, when they don't want to look at, like if they just so happen to browse past all the articles I've been in, I gotta throw that in their face. Like, I gotta let them know that. Or if they're just trying to get me as a spot and not look at my art, are you checking my art? Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, okay, well, go look at my art and then
come back to me.
Come talk to me or something, And I'm not saying other artists don't do that, but I'm very quick to do that. Like I'm very stern on my respect. Like I'm very, very stern on it because I'm very respectful.
Yeah.
I was raised by women, so it's like I'm very respectful. I don't disrespect nobody, so that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting just some respect. And
period.
If not, then I don't respect you.
Period. Yeah. Respect is earned, not given.
Oh, you want me to keep going?
No. I was just saying respect is earned, not given. People have to earn your... Basically, the way I look at it is like everyone's given a respect, and then if they cross that line, they lost it, or if they keep it, they've earned it. Earned to keep my respect type of thing.
Literally, that's what I'm all about. Really, just my respect and being stern on... Like this, I really draw a line. Gotcha. And a big line too. Make it very obvious. And that's what coordinators don't like. Some coordinators, they really on some BS, just rude. I don't really have like too many examples. It's just big examples.
That's all good.
Examples. Literally just that. Like they don't respect. That's it.
Yeah, simple as that.
Yeah.
Okay, and so your empire would be change the game.
Change the game, and I got respected.
I like it.
And my paint was different. That's literally like I came in, changed the game. I was different. I just wanted to be different, and I got respect as an artist.
Respect.
I got respect as an artist in every way. Like literally, because I'm gonna respect people in every single way. And I'm gonna get respect every single way.
Yeah, period.
Like we're gonna be cool.
Yeah.
And again, just different.
Yes, sir.
I came in, I really like to be simple. That's why I was like, cut it short. Like,
Yeah.
Came in, changed the game, and I was different.
Got you. And I'm out.
And I was respectful, and I got respect.
That's it.
And my art was dope.
Boom.
Man, I was a hometown guy.
There we go. San Bernardino to the fullest.
Yeah, I really take hold to just being where you're from. And it was funny. Like every weekend. I was in all my baby pictures is in Watts, like literally.
Okay.
Like that. All the house you see me in and most of my baby pictures is like Watts. It's my grandma Aretha house. So
okay.
I was always in LA that's where my mom grew up. So I was in LA every weekend, especially running track too.
Oh.
All the track meets is in LA.
Yeah.
So I was in LA every weekend anyways. But, this is where I was at too. You know, I grew up out here. All my friends is out here. Not saying I have a whole bunch of friends in LA.
For
grew
sure.
up with them too, but
This is home.
This is home, and you gotta. That's one thing I'm never gonna like. For 200 years from now, people gonna be like, okay, you know, he was a hometown artist. That's why I put that on the back of my shirts.
Yeah.
So
it's back. I like it. Artrell, man, thank you so much, man.
Yep.
Appreciate you for coming out. Respect the art. Learned a lot from him, peoples. You know, can you please tell everybody how they can find you to buy your art, support you, maybe collab with you, hire you? Can you please tell everybody how they can find you, man?
You can find me on Instagram at Artrell Million, and that's Artrell ARTRELLUH million. If you don't know how to spell million, please look it up. Google got you.
It'll be in the description, the link.
Let's say Google got you.
Yeah. But we'll also have it in the link in the description to help you guys with that.
UH million.
Yeah.
Please.
A million.
Million. I always have to put it like that for people because they're like, wait, how do you spell a million? Like UH million.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, okay, got it.
Like, how do you spell million? Damn.
No.
That part.
Yeah, I know how to spell million.
Got you.
It's very easy. But
I know, right? When the bank account says it, we're going to know how to spell it real well.
if you don't know how to spell million, then just stop counting money. Because
Damn.
that's what you want to make.
Damn.
So that's what you want to make.
Yes, sir.
And that's how much a kid costs.
That's what they say. Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah.
So stop making babies.
That part. Uh-oh. We're going to get into baby talk now. Nah.
And then, I mean, that's really how you can find me. If you have Facebook, I have a Facebook business page. You can just look up Artrell, and that's ARTRELL, and it'll pop up as a business page. You don't have to be my friend. I don't even think you have to have a Facebook to look up the business page.
Okay.
So you can find me on there. I have a TikTok too. That's Artrell $1,000,001. So it's the same thing. You just add a 1.
Okay.
And the TikTok just shows you like a 15-second like video scale of like different angles of the painting.
Okay.
Also with like I said, music that goes along with the painting. So you may get a little glimpse of just going through the TikTok gives you like a glimpse of the Artrell experience, like the music tones that you're gonna be hearing. And everything. So that's what the TikTok is for. I really don't care for it other than that. I try to do it just to show people, give people the vibe.
I got you.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean, Artrell, find me. I'm out here in San Bernardino, Rialto, Fontana, but also I'm very well known in Long Beach. And I have a lot of murals in Long Beach. I'm good out there. I tell people that's my pipeline city.
I like it.
And yeah, and Artrell Experience, July 15th, part 3. Make sure you're there.
Boom.
You have to be there.
That part. And like I said, everything will be links in the description for everything to find this guy, support him. And man, what a great show we had today. We learned so much about Artrell, his art style, homegrown, native, San Bernardino, representing, looking for the culture. Thank you everybody for watching, listening. Please like, subscribe, the whole thing. We're doing good work out here. My name's Antonio Lee Miles. If you guys want to help support the channel, you can, things will be in the description for PayPal. The Cash App is hashtag TheeEmpirePodcast. And other than that, we'll catch you guys in the next one.
So make sure you support too. Thank this guy too. Thank you for real. Thank you.
No problem, man.
He's doing some big things out here, and he's supporting everybody out here. So thanks.
Yeah, and we ain't just limited to here, man. We worldwide, even outer space if you want to go that far. So we all about it. But we'll catch you guys in the next one. All right. Peace.
Peace.
I say it's my duty. Yeah. Is it my will? Yeah. To do what? Yeah. To do is right. I say. Do me a favor. Can you scoot in some more?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Just a little bit more.
Yeah.